You're listening to the Extraordinary Everyday Podcast with Wendy Johnson, episode number 27.
Welcome to the Extraordinary Everyday Podcast, where women come to be inspired and motivated to become the best version of themselves and elevate the quality of their everyday. Now, here's your host, certified life coach, Wendy Johnson.
Hello, beautiful friends. Welcome to this episode. I'm excited to talk with you today about changing your environment to change your identity. Your environment is an important part of you and your identity. And I want you to understand that your environment is shaping your identity, and your identity is shaping your environment. And the hard truth is that all of these elements in your surroundings influence your thoughts, your belief system, mindset, motivation, and the standards you set for yourself. And ultimately, what goals you'll set for yourself. That's quite a big deal, isn't it? That's why I'm here today to talk to you about this. So our space, the environment where we spend most of our time, is a beautiful playground for us to play with, up-leveling our identity. Your environment says a lot about you. When you look around at what surrounds you, it's confirming who you think you are, your self-image. If you believe yourself to be organized, your environment will reflect it back to you. But if you believe yourself to be messy, your environment will reflect that back to you as well. So I want to talk today about changing your identity by changing your environment. Your identity changes when you change your home. When you move into a new home in a new city or a new state, or you redecorate, remodel, or declutter the current space you have. And every object you get rid of or bring in is confirming who you are now, your current self-image. And you express yourself in your environment. So pay attention to your self-expression. Pay attention to the furniture and objects that you're drawn to, because they are telling you who you are now, who you believe yourself to be. And this also includes your clothing. Wear clothing that feels good and represents who you are now and where you're going, and not who you were in the past. Also, your environment reflects your values, your dreams, and who you think you are to yourself and to others around you. So what we want to do is use our environments to express ourselves on purpose, to live into the dreams we have for ourselves, and to continue to up-level our identity. So your home or your room is telling a story of who you are. The car you drive is telling a story of who you are. Your clothing that you wear is telling a story of who you are. The accessories you wear, your purse, your hair, your makeup, your finger and toenails are all telling a story of who you think you are now. So let's start out in your most intimate space, the bedroom. What do you think about your bedroom? How do you treat it? Is it clean and tidy? Do you make your bed every day? Are your sheets clean? Is it a cool, relaxing, inviting space for sleep? And do you leave your phone and your TV outside in another room? And is your bedroom inviting passion if you have a partner? And then your bathroom, where you get ready. What story is that telling about you? Is it clean? Can you see yourself in the mirror? And do you have products that you love that are helping you with your self-care? Are your drawers and cabinets organized? And then your closet, where you go to get your clothes every day. What does your closet say about you? Is it overwhelming, chaotic, disorganized, cluttered? In your office, if you're working from home, does that allow you to have a focused space for work, or is that cluttered? Is your desk clean? Do you have all the tools you need to be as productive as you can be? And then on into the kitchen. The food in your refrigerator and cupboards is telling a story of who you are and how you care about yourself. So in any of these areas, which area do you see that you'd like to make some small changes in? If you don't like the story it's telling, let's begin changing the environment there to match the new story you want to tell. And then let's look at our furnishings. What do your furnishings say about you? What do you like? Do you like modern, sleek, country, traditional, retro, mid-century, Western? I think of the furniture that I grew up with. It was traditional, browns, dark colors, masculine, paintings of wildlife everywhere. And now I'm living in the Palm Springs area, and I'm moving into a more modern look. And in the coming weeks, I have new furniture coming. 5 to 10 years ago, I loved the furniture I have now. But today I don't love it. I'm changing. My tastes are changing. I'm changing to a more modern Scandinavian design. Still have lots of white, gray, indigo blues. And now I'm bringing some green in. And because we all see the world through a different lens, we're all going to have different tastes. So it's whatever you're drawn to now. It's important to pay attention to what you're drawn to and why, because it's speaking to us. It's your self-expression of who you think you are. It's reflecting who you want to become, or maybe it's still reflecting who you've denied yourself to be. And that's hanging on to things you dislike. The problem I see over the years of coaching is the all or nothing black and white thinking. So I want to encourage you to embrace the power of small changes. And many women have this all or nothing thinking. They have to do everything all at once. They're going to clean their closet. They're going to take it all out. And they think they can do it in one day. And that can be overwhelming and very emotional. If you have a domestic energy to do that, by all means. But the problem I see with an all or nothing thinking is that many women self-sabotage themselves and are overwhelmed and end up feeling bad about themselves when they don't complete what they started. It's too much, so they quit. It's too hard. It's bringing up way too many emotions. And I see this in all different areas of our life, our business, weight loss, the home. So I have a solution for you. It's called the butterfly effect. And that name is from a 2004 sci-fi thriller where the butterfly flapping its wings in one part of the world can affect a typhoon in another part of the world. But the butterfly effect refers to the compounding effect of small changes. It encourages you to consider the impact that these small daily changes will have in your life over time. In your spaces, it could be as small as upgrading your commercial hand soap or body soap to a natural French bar of lavender soap. Small change, right? But it tells the story that you value quality over quantity, that you value beautiful smelling things, that you value the product that you're putting on your skin. It could be something small as replacing old pictures that you don't love and replace them with new pictures that delight you. Maybe your photo frames, maybe changing the frames out. Maybe you're hanging on to old books that you could give away, or you're keeping old journals. Maybe it's getting rid of an old pair of sweats or a sweatshirt and replacing it with something that you would love to wear around the home. And then pay attention to the things you hang on to out of fear of what someone will think, out of an obligation. I've slowly been donating things that I've had for years. old Christmas decorations that I never even put up, but they belong to my grandparents. So I looked at them every year when I took out the Christmas decor. But I've been doing that for 35 years, and it was time to let them go. One day I'd love to get rid of all my old photo albums and upload all the photos onto the cloud. They're in containers taking up space in a closet. So think about this. What are you hanging on to out of obligation that you can let go of? Just this week, I took a big wood jewelry box to the Goodwill, and in it, I had jewelry that I've had for 25 years maybe, and I had already gotten rid of all the jewelry I'd worn in my teens and 20s, early 30s, but this was jewelry that I had purchased from friends who make jewelry, and I was hanging on to them for sentimental reasons, but I never wore it, so I'm giving it away. Now I have a little white modern jewelry box that my son bought me for Mother's Day. And I hang all my necklaces on a tree, and they're only the things that I'm wearing now. And the benefits of this butterfly effect in your home, immediately it will up-level the quality of your life. You'll have less. You'll be less consumed with stuff that you don't love. And it will change how you see yourself. And it will lead you to a different future. So pay attention to how things make you feel in your home. Does everything in your home bring you joy? Does it bring you delight? Think of this like the rudder of a boat. One small degree change in the rudder may feel like you're not going to go anywhere different, but over time it puts you in completely different water. And so I want you to focus on the practice of making small changes over time and not being fixated on immediate results. And I often hear, what if I don't like where I'm currently living? It's not my dream home. I'm only renting a space right now. This is a temporary space. Make the decision to bloom where you are planted. We don't get to where we want to go by fighting where we're planted. Make the best of what you have. I remember many of my rentals in my 20s. I put a lot of love into those places, and I made them the best they could be. My first furniture was rattan furniture, and I decorated with baby blues and pinks, and I had this big Eiffel Tower Paris print. I loved my space. And then I went through a phase with red peppers. Everything was red peppers when I lived in Arizona. And then I went through a phase with sunflowers, and everything had sunflowers in it. And that was when I started decorating with Tuscan themes. And now I'm into whites, blues, grays, and who knows what I'll be into next. But I'm going to enjoy what I have and where I am right now. Life is about energy, friends. I want you to ask yourself some powerful questions. How can I appreciate what I have now? How can I bloom here? How can I feel amazing in the space I have right now? So often we delay our lives and we think one day when I have my dream home, one day when I own a home, one day when I lose the weight, then I'll dress better and I'll change my clothes. But until then, I'm going to keep wearing what I don't like. I'm not going to take care of the space I have now because it's not where I want to be. And that's not what you want to do. You want to love and appreciate everything you have now. Appreciate the body you have now. Because when you do, it will attract to you more of what you want. And I love this quote by Alexander Den Heijr. When a flower doesn't bloom, you fix the environment in which it grows, not the flower. I was reading a website the other day. I'm hiring a new cleaner. And on the cleaning service website, the first thing it said was, a home is a reflection of who you are, and we want to make you proud of your home and care for what you have. I have a consultation with the owner, and she's going to come in and look at everything, and she'll know what my home represents and what I love and how I care for it. I thought we were meeting yesterday, so I was tidying up a home for a cleaner. Bottom line, it can be difficult to change your identity or change your behavior when you keep working, playing, and living in the same environment. It's difficult to build new habits and to feel good about yourself. And making small butterfly effect changes the cues you encounter and helps change your behavior and your habits. So let's design the environment to support what you love and all the good behaviors you want to produce, and prevent all the bad feelings and bad behaviors. And I'll leave you with another quote. If you want to change your own behavior, the first thing you can do is change the environment. Hogan. So I hope you found this helpful and a little bit of encouragement to look around at your own space and see what you can let go of. See what you want to bring in that would spark some joy. I hope you all have a beautiful week, and until next time, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Hey, if you enjoy listening to this podcast, you have to come check out More You, my community of like-minded women. We show up to create the highest version of ourselves and elevate the quality of our everyday along the way. Head over to ontracklifecoaching.com/join. That's ontraclifecoaching.com/join. I'd love to see you in there. And if you haven't grabbed your copy of the Mindset Makeover, head over to ontracklifecoaching.com/makeover and get a copy that teaches and inspires you to show up as your most extraordinary self.